Perhaps one of the most famous thought experiments is Schrödinger's cat, a thought experiment devised by an Austrian physicist Erwin Schrödinger to display the idea of quantum superposition. There's a lot of science and shit behind the explanation that I'm sure you'd all love to hear me get an entire lecture on, but the basis of the experiment is that you have a cat in a box, and the cat is both simultaneously alive and dead until you look in the box. It's one of those things that people like to talk about when they want to seem more science literate than they actually are. The underlying science behind it is incredibly fascinating, but like I implied last paragraph, I won't go into it in this video, or any video for that matter, because we have more important things to talk about. The famous 1v4 asymmetrical horror hit video game, Dead by Daylight. With the release of Chapter 32, Dungeons & Dragons, came the new survivor called The Troop, multiple survivors in one. The Troop, like all survivors, came with 3 unique perks: Still Sight, Minor Illusion, and Bardic Inspiration. Now, Still Sight and Minor Illusion will get their own videos in the future. Probably. More than likely? I don't know. When you do daily videos, it's highly probable you'll start doing one video dedicated to every perk in the roster at some point, but in any case, today I wanted to talk about Bardic Inspiration. Bardic Inspiration has been incorrectly labeled a meme perk, or a perk that only gets used in Swifts, but I think these both come from a place of people simply not understanding how powerful the effect is. Here's how it goes. Hold your ability button 1 for 15 seconds. After that's over, for the next 90 seconds, you and anyone who comes within 16 meters of you will receive an additional % of progress on skill checks, depending on the number you rolled, anywhere from 1 to 3% extra progress, meaning good skill checks do the raw number and great skill checks do 1% plus the additional, and this applies to both healing and repair speeds. Now, I'm not here to call for a nerf on the perk. I think the combination of RNG elements and the fact that the killer can interrupt this process makes for a dynamic yet powerful perk with a lot of interactability and fun. No, what I'm instead here to talk about is the way survivors have been presenting this perk and adding a new entry to the Survivor rulebook about supposed toxicity and anti-fun. Let me tell you a short story, tangentially related to this one. One time I had a Legion daily to deep wound 4 survivors with Frenzy. I don't hate playing Legion by any stretch of the imagination, but I kinda wasn't in the mood to play them that day, so I just wanted to load into the match, get my Frenzy hits, and then chase and down survivors. I wasn't gonna patrol gens or run slowdown or anything like that. I didn't want to win, I just wanted to play the game. When I loaded in, I hit 2 survivors and saw 2 killer instincts in the distance just standing there. So I ran over and saw 2 survivors staring up at the sky. Whatever, looks like they gave up to me, so I hit them both, downed one, then downed the other, and hooked them and move on. They both insta-DC'd and then came into chat and started bitching me out about apparently being a sweaty killer who didn't know how to have fun. What? Apparently, what they wanted was for me to stop and stare at the moon with them. Essentially, I was called toxic and sweaty because I didn't placate their weird behavior that I didn't even know was fucking happening, as it looked like 2 survivors giving up to me. I tell you this story to prove a point that I've been talking about for a while on this channel, where killer players are just expected to throw the game. Pigmains can attest how often you get called toxic for not throwing your game and letting people boop the snoot. Like, sometimes we just want to play the fucking game, bro, and that brings us back to Bardic Inspiration. Yet another thing that has been added to what seems like an ever-growing list of, if the killer doesn't placate me and throw the game for my amusement, they are toxic. One of my chatters, Ambrosia, is actually the one who pointed this out to me. It's basically an ultimatum of sorts, or a Schrödinger's perk. If I sit there and let you play your silly song, I throw the game by not only wasting time and providing pressure, but I also allow you to have one of the most powerful gen rushing effects in the game. But if I decide fuck all that and I actually want to win, or hell just want to play the game, then all of a sudden I'm a toxic asshole who hates fun because I hit you while you were playing your little song, and I'll be clipped and put on Reddit or Twitter for being "what's wrong with the game?" Bardic Inspiration is what I like to call a power balance perk, right alongside Pain Res, Devour, Adrenaline, and the new Lara Croft perk, Finesse. Powerful perks that have good counterbalance measures that keep their power in check, so to speak. These all fall into the A or S in perk power level and, in my honest opinion, design as well. And I have no issue with the perk in and of itself, just how the community has arbitrarily decided that killers are dickheads for not placating their bullshit. This isn't like my specialist video where I'm making a call to the devs to change the way the perk works for the health of the game. This is a call to the community to stop being so fucking weird about other people just wanting to play the fucking game, and quit attempting to make me feel like an asshole because I hit you while you played your guitar, Johnny B. Good. And that's all I have for you guys today. Pretty short video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Need more Kaiser in your life? Well, I've got you covered. Check out my second channel, The Kaiser Extras, where I upload full gameplays, stream compilations, me reacting to your Dead by Daylight clips, and more. We also upload a daily short with all the greatest clips from stream. We'll see you over there. Link is in the description.